incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can set.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Check, blue 60, hey 50.
Now a man who really stepped up last year. This is Matt Breida. He'll have a first down past the 40. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Detroit. Touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a give right side. Westbrook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he's got it complete to Darren Sproles. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And a promising start as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
A pretty good-looking run there on first down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Throwing his Wentz. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devon Kennard. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
It's now third down.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. From the gun, it's Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Wentz. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Second and goal at the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on second and goal after going backwards to the 12. To throw, it's Wentz. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? Throwing now is Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Stafford now to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Stafford, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Third and long, it's Stafford. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Now, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, And then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play. Now a first down throw. Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Lions passing game in sync now. They've got another first down.
Waiting. 54. Oh, you got deep? Right there. 59. 54.
Throwing is Stafford. Escaping the pressure right. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this play. Got him down for a loss. Not a big one, but any loss of yardage in this position is tough for an offense.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but now it's third and goal.
Waiting. Check 53 flat. I got him.
Now Stafford on third and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So on fourth down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw is Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Wentz to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
20, 53, ready. Check, 53, check, 53,
on 1st and 10, Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford, and the catch made by Johnson.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here's Breida. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Stafford on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that.
And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
Here we go, back, 120!
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wentz looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, No flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Here we go. 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because
this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
The linebacker, Christian Jones, there to make the stop.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
From just shy of midfield, Wentz. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on third. Now Wentz, caught by the tight end Ertz. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 40.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here we go.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Wentz going to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Wentz to throw again. Screen pass to Sproles. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Trey Flowers able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Devon Kennard able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And the pressure gets to him again. They bring Rashaan Melvin on the corner blitz, and he gets there.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Working from the gun, Wentz. Aguilar has it. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So that changes things. Here's first and 10 all the way up at the 45. Sproles. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll try and run for it. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. They run with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He gets this one to Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz now to throw. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And that will be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
Set, lady.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Again, it's Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
I got you.
They run again with Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Throwing on third down, Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one going the wrong direction. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Stafford. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Christian Jones, the one who picked it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Oh, here we go.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. Johnson's got it complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Stafford now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Now a give to Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Lady. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, G. Get off the field. Easy, easy. 40 got. 40 got. Hey, Charlie.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point good by Prater, and that will extend this big lead. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
120!
44. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. They shakes him off. Buying time to his left. And he coughed it up.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Wentz. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And his throw here is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Breida. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
You got tight right there.
They give it off here to the tight end. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Lady! 53 at the mic. Let's go, D. Slam, slam, slam.
Now a give coming right is Breida. And he's got room. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
I've got an idea. Let's get racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Don't be scared of it.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Lady! Brings up 2nd and 4. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Right here, right here.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. And they will take a knee here.
Set. 250.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Detroit, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.